cold outside. But you know what? That is perfect for serving sparkling wines. Stick around to learn more about the ideal serving temperature of sparkling wines this holiday season. Hello again! Welcome back to DiVino Wine School and happy holidays! Whether you're celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or just looking forward to popping a bottle of bubbly this New Year's Eve, this video is for you. We have been busy over here at DiVino between holiday party wine recommendations, gift ideas for the wine lovers in your life, and even what to drink with that Hanukkah feast. We have been hard at work answering your wine questions. Starting with this one. Yes, this costume is inspired by Mariah Carey, and all I want for Christmas is you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. But not only, please also chime in with your questions, your comments, and most of all, your wine stories right down there in the comments section. And please take a moment to check out the shiny and new DiVino blog. We spruced it up just in time for the holiday season. No pun intended. On the blog, you will find a list of our favorite wine-themed gifts, many of which I bought for myself. So these are DiVino tested and approved. You can also read about what winemakers are drinking for the holidays, and you might be surprised to find out it's not always their own wine. You can also download a recipe for mulled wine, as well as my family recipe for potato latkes. Happy Hanukkah! And as I said before, we'll also give you a long list of wines to pair with your Hanukkah feast, including a kosher champagne, so definitely check it out. But let's get back to the reason why we're here. What is the ideal serving temperature for sparkling wine? And why does it matter? The temperature affects the aromatic qualities of your wine. Think of your wine as a flower or a piece of fruit. As it ages, it ripens and the aromas get deeper and deeper until they just die. On one hand, if your wine is too cold, you won't smell anything at all. On the other hand, if it's too warm, you lose all of those delicate herbaceous and fruity and citrus and mineral notes that make your wine so complex and beautiful. The smelly scent molecules that make up the aromas in our wine are called volatile aromatic compounds. They only become volatile, that is, flying up into our noses, when their protein binds break. That releases them into the atmosphere so we can smell them. That is also why winemakers crush their grapes in a controlled temperature environment, to keep all of those aromatic molecules from flying away too soon, so you can enjoy them in your glass later on. Acidity and effervescence are two major components of a wine's structure and character. When the heat goes up, acidity can disappear, and bubbles pop and evaporate. This can make your wine feel flat. So, what is the perfect temperature for sparkling wines? The official champagne website, which is good enough for me, says to serve champagne and sparkling wines in general between 49 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 and 14 degrees centigrade. That might not seem so cold to you. After all, the refrigerator is a lot colder. But just remember, if the wine is too cold, it will numb your palate and you won't taste anything or feel anything. It's like frostbite in your mouth. No one wants that. Also, going back to science, if the wine is too cold, those protein binds will never break and release those beautiful volatile aromatic compounds, things like crusty bread and yeast and brioche or citrus and apple and pear, things you smell in champagne, Crémant, Cava, and even Prosecco. How do I chill sparkling wine quickly? Sometimes you just can't wait to pop that cork. Sometimes the guests arrive early, and other times you just forget to put it in the refrigerator. We've all been there. The fastest way to safely chill your bottle of sparkling wine is to immerse it in a bucket of ice water and salt. Why salt? Well, the science behind it is simple. Salt lowers the freezing temperature of water, therefore lowering the temperature of the water in general, especially if you have a lot of ice, and that lowers the temperature of your wine. You can get a chilled bottle in as little as 30 minutes. Another technique is to wrap your bottle in a wet towel and stick it in the freezer. This supposedly works much like our own perspiration, through evaporation. However, science also says if your freezer is filled with a bunch of frost-covered, freezer-burned leftovers you're never going to eat, there's probably so much humidity in your freezer that that process won't work, and your bottle might explode. So check on it every few minutes. So that's it for today, guys. You can find all of this information on the DiVino blog. The link is right down there. And remember, all I want for Christmas is you subscribing to this channel and sending me your comments, your questions, and most of all, your wine stories. Join the conversation. Cheers. Perfect temperature.